Entombed was your first release through Nuclear Blast. How did you come to be a part of Nuclear Blast and sign with them?
Well, when we finished our deal with Relapse, it was for 4 albums. So after that, we started shopping around, and it seemed Nuclear Blast was the right choice for us.
So why did you decide to shop around? I mean, because you were with Relapse for a long time.
Well, there you go. We were there long enough to realize, what they were doing to us. Yeah. And it wasn't pretty.
And what were they doing? I'm too scared to ask.
Well, there's many euphemisms for the fucking they were giving us, but...
In the ass.
Everywhere they could stick it, that's where they'd put it.
Oh dear. Okay, well, let's not talk about that then. Positive thoughts. So, what does Entombed mean?
Entombed refers to the ancient practice of portraying gods of war and fertility with statues with mythically proportioned erections. Yeah, it was godlike phalluses.
It's a guy thing.
I think so. No, I mean it's kind of like a symbolism, the symbolism of the power to create life, to change the world, to life and death. Yeah, and we kind of take it like we're a band that has the power to make metal. Yeah, that's why we're Entombed. Yeah.
I'm very interested in your side project that you do. I love it. I've listened to it on MySpace. I really like it. Are you going to bring out a new album soon for it?
Actually, I've been working on it really hard. I've got 8 pieces finished, ready to mix. I think I'll do 1 more and then put it out. So soon it'll be done.
Well, tell us what it's called for the people that don't know.
It's called Saurian Exorcisms.
So you did guitar lessons in the US recently, or at the beginning of the year. How did you get involved with that, and how did people get to actually get lessons from you?
It started because people kept bothering me to write out tabs for them for Nile songs and show them this, show them that, and I said, you know what? Why don't I just give some guitar lessons? So put an ad out on different metal bulletin boards or whatever, and people wrote in, responded. I think I had 59 students for that tour.
So I think you made a lot of young guitar players very happy.
Every day was a lot of fun, meeting young players and trading guitar stuff. It was a blast.
Thanks very much for the interview, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you. Thank you.
And it's a lovely guitar.
Very important.
Perkele is Satan's
So I'm here with Horna, and once again we're at the Tuska festival. How are you guys doing? You played a show last night. How was that?
Yeah, it was fucking great. Everything went fucking great.
And the crowd? How was the crowd last night?
Quite usual. Or actually, should say it was better than expected because the venue was sold out and we didn't expect it to be that filled.
You guys have been going since 1993. Would you say that you still have the same motivation as when you first started, or has it changed a bit?
Well, in the beginning, the whole idea was just to get some demo first release and then maybe have an album out. And nowadays it's just going that we do basically everything we just want to do. And if we don't feel like doing something, then we just don't do it. And it's quite relaxed nowadays. We do what we want, and that's about it.
You've mentioned that you've had a near-death experience. Tell us about that, and has it changed your life in any way?
Well, it hasn't really changed much everything, except that I usually do everything I want to, more or less, when I feel like doing it. Back then it wasn't anything too bad to experience, but at least it made a lesson that everyone can go at any time.
On your website, you have distanced yourself from a political message. Do you feel that people connect you with a far-right kind of idea or not?
At least in Germany, Austria, Switzerland, it seems to be exactly that. It seems that people there have just decided that because we had members who were more interested in National Socialist things, then it has to mean that we're still the same, having the same things around, even if
person had those opinions and they're related to the whole band, which is so totally fucking wrong.
So he's kind of tarred you all with the same brush?
Yeah, not intentionally, but...
Unfortunately, yes. You have a lot of material despite changing a lot of record labels and a lot of band members. Is that just how you usually work? How do you manage to kind of like, you know, make so much music if you have so many like issues?
Yeah, it's just a minority of music that's actually been released, but I'm very productive, so I just put down all the ideas I have, and later on when we feel like recording something, we do it. And it's actually the first time in the history of the band that we currently have no unfinished songs or anything. We just finished everything recording the last session, and now we're just taking things easy and checking when we're more inspired and looking at the future, seeing how things develop. And I don't know, it feels good for once to have a clean table.
So you also release tapes and vinyls and stuff like that. Like, do you still believe that that's quite, you know, a good method of releasing music, or what do you think?
Yeah, of course, vinyl for the collectors, and of course it has a different kind of sound than CDs. Well, I like it, and the layout is much more better.
And what is your opinion on how music is going to be released in the future? Because of course, you know, there's MP3s and, you know, downloading music. What do you think? What's going to happen after the CD?
I think that there, how can I say this? There should always have CDs and vinyls, and I hate the computer shit that you download. For example, I like to have the CD in my room, and I like to check the lyrics and stuff from there.
Me too, because I like to have a cupboard full of CDs.
Yeah, of course. That's.
And how many CDs do you have?
About 700.
Wow, that's a lot. And what's the weirdest CD that you have in your collection?
I believe Gigi Allin's Country CD.
And you, what's the weirdest CD you have in your collection?
That's probably impossible to say. I don't know.
It's nothing like Britney Spears.
No, there's just too much stuff in my CD collection, so it's really hard to say anything. But maybe weirdest is some strange Finnish bands. I think it depends on how you look at it, really. But maybe weird for some foreign people is some CDs from Eläkeläiset or whatever.
Ompa, what's that?
A type of music that Eläkeläiset make.
Well, thanks very much for the interview, guys, and I hope you enjoy the festival today. So, thank you. It's the end. It's pretty depressing. But I have more booze.
Yes, it's fine. Just do a few silly ones like that, and that'll do. You'll be able to mix something up.
So, it's the end. And it's pretty depressing. And I've got that thing that alcohol gives you, which is called a hangover. And suicidal thoughts.